Hi, my name is Amber Yato.
Veronica Martinez.
How long have you been vegan?
I've been vegan a year and a half, and before that, I was vegetarian for about 4 months before.
I've been vegan for 3.5 years now.
What does being vegan mean to you?
Being vegan to me means having compassion for everyone, not just animals. Every choice that we make impacts not only us, but everyone around us, the planet, and the animals.
Being vegan to me means to live in alignment with all the core values that we have. So, compassion, nonviolence, justice towards all beings. So, it's extending the compassion that, I already have and that we already have towards, all the other beings we share this planet with.
Explain the things you do in your personal life to maintain this lifestyle.
So, things that I do from day to day is not purchasing any animal products, and that's more than food, clothing, shoes, and cosmetics, because they also either test on animals or use some part of the animal to make the product.
I have to be really careful in my personal life, just because this world doesn't make it easy to live cruelty free. So with my clothing, fashion products, avoiding fur, leather, wool, cosmetics, entertainment, household products. Just you have to be aware of all the areas in which animals can be used in your daily life.
What made me commit was seeing the trauma that the animals go through just for us to get food on our plate. I watched many documentaries where I cried, seeing the truth behind it and knowing that these animals don't have any freedom. They don't get to naturally reproduce. They are inseminated with semen and immediately get their babies taken away. And I thought that that is just so cruel, and um, I can't, uh,
Proof.
yeah, I don't approve of that way of life. It was really sad to see, and also seeing the cosmetic industry when they test on rabbits and beagles. That was also very heartbreaking to know that they do that to these animals. I'm a pet lover. I have always been a pet lover, and I've grown up with dogs all my life. And I can't imagine having one of them be treated in that way. That would really break my heart. And seeing that, seeing all those videos, I couldn't help but cry.
Why did you make this change in your life?
So I was originally inspired by my younger sister Kira. I became vegetarian first, but after watching a video on YouTube with her, "The Best Speech You'll Ever Hear" by Gary Yourofsky, I actually made the switch on Christmas Day out of 2019. So never looked back since.
When I made this change, it was for health reasons. I wanted to be healthier and lead a healthier lifestyle, but I realized that you can also be vegan and be unhealthy. So I transitioned to a more whole foods plant-based diet.
Considering yourself an activist, how do you promote being vegan to the public?
I promote veganism to the public pretty much in every way I can. I started on Instagram last summer and started making posts about that. I joined a couple different activism groups here, Anonymous for the Voiceless, and I did some Cubes of Truth with them, Direct Action Everywhere, also known as DXE. But yeah, me and my friend Shar, the other vegan activist, we created a Denver animal activism group. So we've had a lot of success there, but I find any way to do activism. I sticker at stores or on the streets, on a street lamp I see. Also do something known as dating activism, but yeah, any way I can, really.
Where do you learn the information you use to protest?
I learned my information from every source I can. I love documentaries, so I've watch What the Health, Cowspiracy, Earthlings, Game Changers is good. But yeah, apart from that, I love reading, social media, PETA, organizations like that. Just anywhere I can learn. Podcasts, always looking for new information.
Explain some of the health benefits of becoming vegan.
Some of the health benefits to being vegan is preventative health. You can prevent many diseases, including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, which is one of like the top or three of the top chronic diseases that we have here in America. My own health, I've experienced a lot more energy. I've experienced less bloating. It is true when they say what you eat really impacts your mood, and I feel much better. I don't feel sluggish after eating a big meal. I don't feel moody because of food or the way that food makes me feel. I have learned to really nourish my body, and I've learned how to pay attention to how my body reacts to foods, so I know what to avoid and what makes me feel good.
Since becoming vegan, what kind of changes have happened around your home and the people around you?
Changes that have happened around my house and the people around me is, for us, or at least for me, I've become more sustainable. Sustainable in a way of paying more attention and being more conscious of the products that we buy and bring into this home. We no longer buy paper towels. We use cloth towels to clean up around the house. Our toilet paper is made from bamboo, which is more sustainable. And it has grown much quicker. We don't buy toxic cleaning products anymore. We make sure that they're safe not only for us, but because we have a dog, we want to make sure that it's safe for him as well. And the brand that we buy, they also send you like a concentrate, so you're not constantly buying plastic bottles. You're kind of just refilling the bottles that you already have with it. And as for the people around me, I've had friends who have gone plant-based or have gone vegetarian, which is one step closer to being vegan, and just really being more conscious and aware of where their food comes from and what they're putting into their body.
What are some ways to start eating more vegan options?
One way you can start by eating more vegan options is just buying more fruits and vegetables. I recommend buying a vegan cookbook or doing some research on spices so you know how to season your veggies and really cook them to your liking so that you're able to eat them more often. And if you're eating out, a lot more restaurants now have vegan options. If you are craving like a mock meat, some of them have like Beyond Burger, Impossible Burger, or they make their protein from tofu, soy, or gluten. So you can opt out for those things. Or if you want to stay on the healthier side, you can choose plates that have more grains, legumes, vegetables, leafy greens. Really, it depends on you and what you like, but just making those small changes, even from a plate that has either cheese or an animal protein, you can substitute that for, any vegan or plant-based protein or vegetables.
What are some positive changes that you've made in others' lives?
I feel like I've opened people's eyes to just, removing those blinders that people have, just opening their minds to a plant-based life. I've had friends, I've had one of my best friends turned vegan last year. I'd like to think partly to my influence, but I mean, it's great. I feel like I know other friends who have tried to eat vegan a couple days a week. So just trying to reduce the suffering is, all I can ask is just opening people's minds to that.
What message would you send to people on the fence about whether or not to become vegan?
I totally understand, and I totally have been there where everyone has, not being vegan most of my life. But, it's not easy, but it's easy when you have the moral conviction behind it, when you see the animals suffering and realize that everything you're buying is funding their torture and the pain. So, just putting yourself in their shoes, I think makes it so much easier to be vegan.
What message I would send is just go for it. Definitely do some research, but you lose nothing from going vegan, and you might actually learn a lot more, and it could change your life in many different ways that you didn't even imagine or think that you could.